Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. Being a professional hockey goaltender is a pretty competitive occupation. After all, each team can only have one starting netminder, and with there being just 2 or 3 goalie spots on the roster, you really have to prove your worth and show that you can be relied upon in big game situations when your opportunity arises. Many pro goalies will find themselves taking to the ice for at least a handful of teams throughout their career, especially once they get older or if they are often utilised as a backup goaltender. That said, there is no goaltender that has suited up for more professional hockey teams than this one. This is the story of Mike McKenna, the goalie who played for 22 different professional hockey teams. In order to tell this tale, allow me to take you back to June 23rd, 2002, when the Nashville Predators selected American-born goaltender Mike McKenna out of St. Lawrence University in the 6th round with the 172nd pick of the draft. Following his selection, McKenna spent the next 3 seasons at St. Lawrence, where he put up a 25, 34 and 7 record in 75 games, before turning pro for the 05-06 season with the Las Vegas Wranglers of the ECHL. Though he would play the next 2 seasons predominantly with the Wranglers to the tune of a 46, 6 and 8 record in 63 games, McKenna would briefly suit up for 3 other teams during this stretch: the Norfolk Admirals, the Milwaukee Admirals, and the Omaha Ak-Sar-Ben Knights, all of which played in the AHL, where he posted a 4-3-1 record in 10 games. McKenna would then leave the ECHL behind for good and join the AHL full-time, as he spent the 07-08 season with the Portland Pirates, his 5th pro team, before returning to Norfolk to play for the Admirals once again for the following year. Though he had spent the 6 seasons following his selection in the draft honing his game at college and plying his trade in the minor leagues, this American goaltender was about to get the chance to suit up in the best league in the world. McKenna began the 08-09 season in Norfolk and got off to a strong start, posting an 11-10-1 record in 24 games and earning the job of starting netminder. However, the Tampa Bay Lightning, Norfolk's NHL affiliate at the time, was suffering some injuries in the crease, as starting netminder Olaf Kolzig was ruled out for the rest of the season. So, on February 3rd, 2009, Mike McKenna was called up to the Lightning roster and made his debut in the NHL against the New York Islanders, in relief of starter Kari Ramo. 4 days later, McKenna would earn his first NHL win and record his first NHL shutout with a 28-save performance, as the Lightning took a 1-0 win against, funnily enough, the New York Islanders. Thanks to his strong start, McKenna would stick with the Lightning for the rest of the season, but unfortunately would be unable to keep the early season momentum going, as he posted a 4-8-1 record, a 3.56 goals against average, and a .887 save percentage in 15 games. Once the season concluded and his contract was up, McKenna decided to take his talents to another team, as he signed with the New Jersey Devils organization. The American goaltender would spend the majority of the next 2 seasons with New Jersey's AHL affiliates, both in Lowell and Albany. However, he did get a 2-game stint in the Bigs with New Jersey during the 10-11 season, as well as a single start in net against his hometown team, the St. Louis Blues. But he went 0-1-0 with a 3.05 goals against average and a .893 save percentage, so it wasn't exactly his finest hour in the crease. Following his second stint in the NHL, McKenna spent the next 3 seasons predominantly in the AHL, with the Binghamton Senators, the Peoria Rivermen, and the Springfield Falcons, where he posted a 55, 50 and 3 record in 116 games. However, The 13-14 season with Springfield also saw McKenna return to the NHL for a brief 4-game stint with the Columbus Blue Jackets, thanks to starting netminder Sergei Bobrovsky going down with an injury. McKenna posted a 1-1-1 record, as well as a 3.01 goals against average and a .904 save percentage. And people say injuries are a bad thing. Despite having already played for 3 NHL franchises and 13 pro teams in just 9 seasons since leaving college, McKenna was far from done, as he once again took his talents elsewhere around the league, signing a 1-year contract with the Arizona Coyotes organization on July 1st, 2014. The next 2 seasons of McKenna's career would see the goaltender suit up with the Portland Pirates of the AHL, 1 season as the Coyotes AHL affiliate and the second as the Florida Panthers affiliate, where he posted a 60, 35 and 11 record in 109 games. Despite spending most of the year in the minors once again, McKenna did get the opportunity to start in a single NHL game with the Coyotes during the 14-15 season, after the team traded away goaltender Devan Dubnyk, but he allowed 5 goals and lost the game, so not exactly one to remember fondly. McKenna also does appear to have spent time on the Florida Panthers roster for a 2-game recall during these years, but he never played for the team, instead serving as a backup goaltender. Following his second stint in Portland since his first go-round with the team back in 07-08, McKenna headed to Springfield to join the recently relocated Thunderbirds franchise for the 16-17 season. After 26 games with the team and a slightly under 500 record, McKenna was then traded for the first time in his career to the Syracuse Crunch. This move meant that McKenna rejoined the Tampa Bay Lightning organization for the second time since his 15-game stint with the team back in 08-09, and took his count to 15 pro teams in 12 seasons. McKenna would spend the rest of the season in Syracuse and help the team make an appearance in the Calder Cup finals, before moving on at the end of the season and signing a contract to join the Dallas Stars organization. Though he would spend most of the 17-18 season with the team's AHL affiliate, the Texas Stars, and help them also reach the Calder Cup finals, McKenna was once again given the chance to suit up in the National Hockey League, as he started in 2 games for the Stars and posted a 1-1-0 record with a 2.97 goals against average and a .900 save percentage. So at least he put up somewhat respectable numbers, at least compared to some of his other appearances in the league. Do you remember his time with Arizona? Yeah, me too. Though he had already played for 17 professional hockey teams over his 13-year career, his next season would end up being both his last and his craziest. McKenna started the 18-19 season with the Belleville Senators of the AHL, having signed a 1-year, 2-way contract with the Ottawa Senators franchise. After 6 games with the team and a 500 record, McKenna was called up to the NHL to join Ottawa's roster. The American goaltender played in 10 games with the Senators, but posted a 1-4-1 record with a 3.96 goals against average and a .897 save percentage. Then, on January 2nd, 2019, McKenna was traded, along with Tom Pyatt and a 2019 6th-round pick, to the Vancouver Canucks in exchange for Anders Nielsen and Darren Archibald. McKenna never took to the ice for Vancouver, instead serving as a backup goaltender for 2 games behind Canucks starting netminder Jacob Markstrom, before being placed on waivers by Vancouver. Though it was intended for him to be reassigned to the Utisha Comets, McKenna was claimed off waivers by the Philadelphia Flyers, thanks to goaltenders Brian Elliott, Michael Neuwirth, and Anthony Stolarz all suffering from injuries. This move meant that McKenna had joined 3 different teams in the space of just 4 days. McKenna suited up in his first and only game with the Flyers on January 30th, 2019 against the Washington Capitals and allowed 4 goals en route to a loss, before being sent down to Philly's AHL side, the Lehigh Valley Phantoms, where he would play for an AHL record 13th franchise and post a 5-4-0 record, a 3.61 goals against average and a .896 save percentage in 10 games, before being waived by the Flyers on February 20th, 2019. After leaving his 22nd and final pro team behind, the 36-year-old goaltender decided that it was time to hang up his skates and call it a day. So, on August 27th, 2019, Mike McKenna officially announced his retirement from playing professional hockey. 14 seasons, 22 professional hockey teams, and 575 total games. Mike McKenna finished his career with a 284, 202, and 41 record, including his 7, 17, and 3 record, his 3.60 goals against average, and .890 save percentage in 39 NHL games. Following his retirement, McKenna has remained active in the sport, as he quickly found work as a TV analyst for the Vegas Golden Knights. Let's just hope he finds a little more stability in his broadcasting days, so he isn't bouncing between networks every season. Though he may not have been the best goaltender to ever play the game, a regular appearance on an NHL roster, or even play just 1 full season in the league, I think it's fair to say that Mike McKenna's playing career was one hell of an adventure, and his journey through North American hockey was something so incredibly unique that we might not see anything like it again for a very long time, if ever. Regardless of his overall stats or his record, Mike McKenna left his mark on the hockey world, even if it wasn't in quite the same way that he had planned when he was drafted back in 2002. And with that, I'm going to end today's video. What do you guys think about Mike McKenna's career? Was it good, bad, or do you think he should have got a longer look in the NHL over the years? Let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear what you guys think. But thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you have enjoyed. Please feel free to like, subscribe, share, or watch some of my other videos. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye. A big thank you to Chris Gadsby, Connor B, Dave, Martin Tolness, Max Artis, Nat Marlowe, Paul Malia, and The Legacy for helping support this video via Patreon. If you too want to help support the channel a little bit further and get a shout out at the end of every future video, make sure you head over to patreon.com/oddmanrush and become a patron today.